Hello and welcome. In this video we are going to look at how to create a histogram for continuous data in the Ti84. In a previous video we went over this example 2.4 on how to find the class limits, the class boundaries, the class width, and the class mark. We're going to use this example to show how to create a histogram for this continuous data in the Ti calculator. So in the Ti calculator, we're going to need to use the class mark, which is the class midpoint for each of these classes, as our value to represent our bars. So in order to do this, we are going to go into the stat window. We're going to press stat. Going to click on number 1, edit, so we can edit our data values. If you have any data values in your calculator already, you're going to press up, highlight L1, hit clear, and then press back down. If you use the delete button, you will delete your list, which is not that big of a deal. If you do that, just let me know and we can reset it, but it is a couple steps we need to go through. So please use clear. If I'm going too fast through any of these steps, feel free to pause the video so you can catch up. So we're just going to enter in all of the class marks into L1. These class marks will represent the data values that we have from our data set. So again, the class marks are just the midpoint. In the previous video we talked about this, so you could find the midpoint by doing 58 plus 64 divided by 2. We can even use that as an entry in here. If we wanted to, we could do all those calculations right in our list. We could do parentheses 58 plus 64, close parentheses, divided by 2, and the calculator can do all that calculation right in there for you. This way we don't need to do this separately. And then in L2 we're going to put our frequency, 1, 6, 10, 14, 12, 5, 2. So now we have our frequencies. And then the only thing we need to do is turn on our stat plot. So to enter the stat plot, we're going to use second and then y equals. Now I've already used my stat plot before to make a histogram, so it's already on, but just in case it's not, if this says off, we're going to press enter, and we're going to highlight on and press enter. That will turn the stat plot on. If you've graphed any other type of graphs, then you might need to change this to the histogram. Highlight the bar graph and press enter. And then you'll notice that we have our X list. Our X list is our variables. In this case, our variables are being represented by the class marks, or the class midpoints. And our frequency is being represented by L2. The second list here. So we're good to go. If you don't have L2 here, we need to get L2, which is above the number 2. To do that, we're going to press the blue second button, press L2, and that would give us the second list in our stat entries. From here, we could press graph. However, our graph window is not set to go up to 103 on the x-axis. So if we press graph from here, we're not going to see much because our values are not going to show up on the display. We're going to need to change the window. There's two ways of doing this. The easy way of doing this is to press zoom and then go down to stat, which is number 9. And this will automatically arrange this for us. One thing to note though is we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 classes. You might not always have 7 bar graphs here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the calculator added an extra entry here, which is why we have a bar that has a frequency or a height of 0. So we should go back in here and change our window to make sure that it actually shows the number that we want here. So our lowest value, I'm going to make 55, just because I can. It's less than 58. Our maximum value, actually we could probably do this even more specifically. Let's make 58, which is our lowest value. And our maximum value will make 106. And our scale will use the class width of the question. Now our y-axis, we could start this at -1. It's just got to be something that will show 0, or 1 is the lowest frequency, but we always want to start our graphs at a y-axis of 0. Our maximum number is 14, so it's set to 16 because we hit zoom 9 before, so this should work. Let's see, does it show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have our 7 bars. We have created our histogram. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks for watching.